Okay na, ma'am.
Let us bow our heads and put ourselves in the presence of the Lord. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for gathering all of us today. May you bestow your guidance and blessings so that we can enjoy and appreciate its significance in our lives. Bless everyone who are present here today, that each one of us may be able to share our knowledge, understanding, and wisdom for your glory and honor. May the various activities related to this event be a success through your intervention. We all ask of this in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen.
Good afternoon po. For today's private conference attendance for 3 goods and 11 civil works with contract ID 23GB0045, 23GEB0046, 23GEB0047, and for the civil works 24EB0001, 24EB0018, 24EB0050, 24EB0052, 24EB0053, 24EB0055, 24EB0056, and 24EB0057, 24EB0059, 24EB0060, and 24EB0061. Present are the following: uh, back chairperson, assistant district engineer, engineer Cheryl B. Mulimbayan, back vice chairperson, Ma'am Edith Aragón, back member, engineer Danilo S. Muniz, uh, back member na join joining us through online, engineer Amelia Paz D. Vasquez, engineer Reynald Kelvin Superiano, and engineer Maria Teresa J. Palma. For back secretariat, engineer Juna D. Aducal, Ma'am Shena Yasmin Vasquez, and Ma'am Michelle G. Gales. For back technical working group, uh, engineer head back PWG, engineer Edison M. Salazar, and PWG member, engineer Leslie Ann Hernandez, and Ma'am Elisa M. Cusi, and user for goods back member provisional. Uh, all back member, all, with the majority of back members are present, we do have a quorum ng back chairs.
Thank you, Ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. So we will have our pre-bid for the following projects. For 2023, we have 3 projects for goods. First project is contract ID 23 GEB 0045 purchase and delivery of office supplies for fourth quarter with an approved budget for the contract of 348,625 pesos and contract duration of 30 calendar days. The second project under goods is contract ID 23GEB0046, purchase and delivery of diesel fuel, gasoline, and lubricants for DPWH service and generator. Approved budget for the contract is 3,499,868 pesos and 75 centavos. Contract duration is 30 calendar days. Third contract is 23GEB0047. Purchase and delivery of office furnitures, fixtures, and installation of Venetian blinds at guardhouse, personnel quarters, and main office building. Approved budget for the contract is 735,421 pesos and 25 centavos. Contract duration is 45 calendar days. For our fiscal year 2024 infrastructure projects under NEP, our first project is contract ID 24EB0001. Rehabilitation, reconstruction, upgrading of damaged paved roads, Mindoro West Coastal Road, kilometer 0412 plus 822 to kilometer 413 plus 290. Location is Mamburao Occidental, Mindoro. Approved budget for the contract is 8,820,000 pesos and duration is 68 calendar days. Our second project is 24EB0018. Road widening, MWCR, kilometer 0381 plus 234 to kilometer 0381 plus 367. Contract location is Santa Cruz, Occidental, Mindoro. Approved budget for the contract is 2,009,980 pesos. Contract duration is 45 calendar days. Our third project is 24EB0050. Construction of multipurpose building, Barangay Armado, Abra de Ilog, Occidental, Mindoro. AB contract location is Abra de Ilog, Occidental, Mindoro, and ABC is 4,950,000 pesos. Contract duration is 117 calendar days. Fourth project is 24EB0052. Construction of multipurpose building, Barangay Buena Vista, Sablayan, Occidental, Mindoro. Approved budget for the contract is 4,950,000 pesos and duration is 117 calendar days. Our next project is 24EB0053. Construction of multipurpose building at Barangay Malawaan, Rizal, Occidental, Mindoro. ABC is 4,950,000 pesos and contract duration of 117 calendar days. Our sixth project is contract ID 24EB0055. Construction of multipurpose building, Barangay Poblacion, Calintaan, Occidental, Mindoro. Approved budget for the contract is 4,950,000 pesos and duration is 117 calendar days. Seventh project is 24EB0056. Construction of multipurpose building, Barangay Poblacion, San Jose, Occidental, Mindoro. Approved budget for the contract is 4,950,000 pesos and duration of 117 calendar days. Eighth project is 24EB0057. Construction of multipurpose building, Barangay San Francisco, Sablayan, Occidental, Mindoro. Approved budget for the contract is 4,950,000 pesos and duration of 117 calendar days. Next is contract ID 24EB0059. Construction of multipurpose building, Sitio Pusang Loob, Barangay Tadbak, Lubang, Occidental, Mindoro. Approved budget for the contract is 4,950,000 pesos and duration of 117 calendar days. Our third project is 24EB0060, construction of multipurpose building, Tilik National High School, Barangay Tilik, Tubang, Occidental, Mindoro. Approved budget for the contract is 4,950,000 pesos and duration of 117 calendar days. Our last project is 24EB0061, construction of level 2 water system, Barangay Poblacion, Magsaysay, Occidental, Mindoro. Approved budget for the contract is 4,950,000 pesos and duration of 117 calendar days. So the Department of Public Works and Highways, Mindoro Occidental DEO, now invites bids for the cited projects. Completion of the works is required in the corresponding contract durations as stated. Bidders should have completed a contract similar to the project. The description of an eligible bidder is contained in the bidding documents, particularly in Section 2, Instructions to Bidders. Bidding will be conducted through open competitive bidding procedures using a non-discretionary pass or fail criterion as specified in the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. Interested bidders may obtain further information from DPWH, Mindoro Occidental DEO, Mamburao Occidental Mindoro, and inspect the bidding documents at the address cited from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. during weekdays. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired from October 18 to November 7, 2023 by interested bidders from the address cited. Document fees pursuant to latest guidelines issued by the GPTB are as follows. For goods, 500 pesos for 23 GEB 0045, 1,000 pesos for 23 GEB 0047, and 5,000 for 23 GEB 0046. For infrastructure projects, 10,000 pesos for 24 EB 0001 and 5,000 pesos for 24 EB 0018, 24 EB 0050, 24 EB 0052, 24 EB 0053, 24 EB 0055, 24 EB 0056, 24 EB 0057, 24 EB 0059, 24 EB 0060, and 24 EB 0061. The procuring entity shall allow the bidder to present its proof of payment for the fees by person or his authorized representative. Bids must be duly received by the Back Secretariat at the address cited through manual submission or at electronic bids _ Mindoro Occidental at dpwh.gov.ph for electronic submission on November 7, 2023 on or before 9 a.m. Late bids shall not be accepted. All bids must be accompanied by a bid security in any of the acceptable forms and in the amounts stated in ITB Clause 16. Bid opening shall be on November 7, 2023 at 9 a.m. at DPWH, Mindoro Occidental DEO Procurement Office, ground floor, main building, Mindoro Occidental, Mindoro, and or via YouTube Live at www.youtube.com/@dpwh Mindoro Occidental. Bids will be opened in the presence of the bidders' authorized representatives who choose to attend the activity. The DPWH Mindoro Occidental DEO reserves the right to reject any and all bids, declare a failure of bidding, or not award the contract at any time prior to contract award in accordance with sections 35.6 and 41 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184 without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders. For further information, you may refer to Engineer Kashana A. Ahmad, Head of the MAC Secretariat, DPWH, Mindoro Occidental, DEO, Airport Road, Mambura Occidental, Mindoro. Their email address is occidentalmindoromac@yahoo.com. You may also visit the following websites: www.dpwh.gov.ph or www.philjets.gov.ph. We remind the bidders for goods on the eligibility and technical components of the bid. First is your PhilJet certificate of registration, which should be platinum. And for Class A documents, a DTI business name registration or SEC registration certificate or CBA for cooperatives, valid and current mayor's permit or municipal license, the statement of ongoing and similar completed government and private contracts, audited financial statements, stamp received by BIR, computation of NFCC or committed line of credit, and tax clearance for Executive Order number 398 series of 2005. For Class B documents, if applicable, a valid joint venture agreement or JVA in case the JV is already in existence. In the absence of a JVA, a duly notarized statements from all the potential JV partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the instance that the bid is successful shall be included in the bid, and that the information therein is true and correct. For the required bid security, it should be cash, certified check, cashier's check, manager's check, bank draft, or irrevocable letter of credit, confirmed by a universal or commercial bank or surety bank which is callable on demand. Uh, you can also have your bid securing declaration, and you must have your statement of SLCC, technical specifications proposal, production/delivery schedule, manpower requirements if applicable, after sales service or price if applicable, and your omnibus SORM statement. For the financial components of the bid for goods and services, you should have your bid form, which includes the bid prices, the bill of quantities, which includes unit bid price and the total bid price per item, and the recurring and maintenance costs if applicable. For our civil works or infrastructure projects, the checklist for eligibility and technical components of the bid for the legal documents, a valid PGS registration certificate, again, which should be a platinum membership, the registration certificate from SEC, DTI for sole proprietorship, or CDA for cooperatives or its equivalent document. Mayors of business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas. A tax clearance for EO number 398 series of 2005 as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. For technical documents, the statement of the prospective bidder of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. The statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract or SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid except under conditions provided under the rules. The Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or PICAB license or special license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. Original copy of the bid security. If in the form of surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. For project requirements, you must have the organizational chart for the contract to be bid, a list of contractors' key personnel, sample the project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, and foremen to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. A list of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of the equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project as the case may be, and the original duly signed omnibus sworn statements. For financial documents, you need to have the prospective bidders' audited financial statements showing, among others, the prospective bidders' total and current assets and liabilities, stamp received by the BIR, or the duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. The prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity or NFCC, and if applicable, a duly signed joint venture agreement or JVA in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence. The duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the conditions of the JVA in the instance that the bid is successful. For the financial component of the bid for infrastructure projects, number one is the duly signed bid form, which must be currently based on GPPB Resolution number 09-2020. A duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities, a duly signed detailed estimates, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in costing and coming up with the bid, and a duly signed cash flow by quarter. Form DPWH INFR-19. We also remind the bidders that for fiscal year 2024 projects, this is an early procurement activity and all projects are based on net short of award. This will be awarded once our fiscal year 2024 GAA is approved. Are there any questions or comments? With no other question or comment, our bid for 11 fiscal year 2024 infrastructure projects and 3 fiscal year 2023 goods is hereby adjourned. Thank you, everyone. That.